Hello, I'm Robert from KeyMed Pharmacy. In this video, I will show you how to use eLink to process medication returns and create a discharge med list for patients going home or transferring. So we'll start off with returns. So you just go up to prescription/orders, go down to medication returns, and then from here, if you've got a barcode scanner, you can simply just take your cards and scan them. You've got the barcode for the first one. Let's say that the doctor's discontinued quite a few of the medications for this patient. So let's say you've used up half of the pills and you're going to send the other half back. Just type in how many, and then go down to this return reason, and then just enter the reason why, and then just click on OK. And it'll just populate this list down here. Stuff you otherwise would have had to handwrite on those green forms we used to supply. And then you can just go and click on everything that you need to send back. Let's say we're sending 2 of those back. Again, the doctor discontinued it. Once you've populated everything in here, you're going to want to come down here and uncheck this box. The reason we want to do that is just as a standard precaution. If you have it checked and you scan 5 different medications for 5 different people, you're going to end up with 5 pages. If you uncheck this, you'll end up with 1 page instead. There's no need to waste the paper. It's all coming back to us anyways. So we'll go ahead and try to save some trees. Once you're done, click on Submit/Print, and it'll just verify if this is really what you want to do. And then it'll say the report's been submitted, and then you can just click on OK. And what it submitted to the pharmacy was just a list of medications that the driver has to pick up. This form right here on the screen is what we will actually need to process the returns. So you're going to need to print this, and then it'll just link to whatever your local printer is. And then just follow the instructions on the dialog box. And then once it's printed, you'll just go grab it off of your printer and then band this around the medications. So I'll have my lisinopril and Bisacavac, and I'll just take a rubber band and put them all together. Set them in a tote set aside for the driver, and he'll pick it up either tonight or tomorrow. And you can just close that report. And then you can just close out of the medication returns window. And that's pretty simple for returns. Now we'll move on to creating a discharge medication list. So you'll go under the Patient tab and click on Discharge Patient. And from here, you'll just go ahead and look up the patient name. So let's say that the Joker's decided to check himself out of Arkham Asylum. So we'll go ahead and pull him up. And there, I've got his profile up now. It's got his name there, date of birth, in case he got multiple residents with the same name. And discharge date will always populate by default today's date. And if it's a different day, you can just simply come down and choose a different date down here. Discharge reason, we strongly request that you pick one of these reasons. It's very important for us if we know that they're transferred to another assisted living or skilled nursing. If they end up going home or going to the hospital, it helps as well. You most likely won't be choosing went to hospital while creating a discharge list. But let's say that the Joker decides he's going home today. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check this box. Only print drugs with a quantity discharge greater than 0. That way you won't get a huge list of every medication we've ever dispensed. Instead, you'll only get a list of the medications you're sending home. Now from here, you're just going to go click on this button, Add Medication. From here, you can then use your barcode scanner to scan medications that they're going home with. So let's say you're going to send him home with a full bottle of polyethylene glycol. So 527 grams. And you can click OK. You can add a note if you want. It's not necessary though. And let's say that the Percocet that apparently you have to go and click on this every time. There you go. So then the Percocet from when Batman put him in. And let's say that he's got 5 tablets left. And you're going to send him home with that. And you get the gist. From here, you just click on Submit. And then go ahead and print this list. And it sends information to the pharmacy that the Joker has been discharged. The list that you printed, though, is going to be on your printer. You're going to want to go grab that. Fax us a copy of that. That way we'll know which medications he has gone home with. Now, prior to discharging the patient and going through this process, we're going to need you to contact us first to verify that he's eligible to take these medications home. The reason for that is sometimes patients have differing coverages which will allow them to have them billed when they go home. Some patients might not have a prescription coverage, so they might not want to pay out of pocket for a small partial amount. Sometimes a patient may prefer to go to a retail pharmacy and get a full month supply for one copay versus like a 5-day supply for a copay. It's just more cost effective for them that way. So give us a call first, and we'll find out the situation. We'll make a recommendation or tell you if he doesn't even have insurance, and we'll go from there. So that is the whole process of sending a patient home with discharge medications or processing returns. In the event that we do recommend that you do not send a patient home with the medications that we have provided, you would then just process them under returns. That way, we'll just make sure that the most cost-effective approach has been utilized for the patient. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call at my phone number, 232-2429, or you can send me an email at robert.barnett@keymedrx.com. Thank you.